Bam, we're live. Good morning, everyone. Good to see everyone here. Coming in hot this morning. Coming in hot. I was hanging out with a good friend yesterday, and we were talking about how when we were kids, there was this mass campaign talking about how the world's going to be overpopulated soon. This is like 30 or 40 years ago. And scientists in the 70s were saying that if we didn't get this shit under control by 2000, the globe would be fucked with overpopulation. And there was a guy who led the charge on that story, and his name was John Holdren. John Holdren. And then the conversation went to the fact that, like, hey, isn't it amazing? They were talking about overpopulation then, and now we're in free fall with population decline. And so everything has just kind of like changed. Everything that the scientists were telling us in the 70s, like it's not even true. Let me read you a little bit about John Paul Holdren. He's an American scientist who served as the senior advisor to President Barack Obama on science and technology issues. Director of the White House Office of Science and Technology, the top dog in the U.S. for 8 years of Office of Science and Technology. He went to the John Hines. Holdren was previously the Teresa and John Hines Professor of Environmental Policy at the Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University. So environment and government, those were his two specialties. Born in the Bay Area, no surprise there. 13 years taught at UC Berkeley, no surprise there. No, Harvard for 13 years. No surprise there. Complete retard. University of Berkeley, 20 years. Makes him even more retarded. It goes on and on to show his affiliation with the Obamas and the Clintons. A guy who's really, really involved in shaping the policy of the country moving forward when it comes to environment. And the more and more I talk to this person, we started talking about China and about how China had a law where you could only have one baby. So it created this huge black market for children, because what people were doing in China, there's a great Netflix show on it. When they had a daughter, they would leave the daughter out on the doorstep, and then at night, and then in the morning, someone would come by and collect all the babies who were lined on the streets. So the people who didn't kill their babies or throw them away, the babies were left outside, and the babies were collected, and it created this huge black market for babies, because then people started selling these babies. And I was telling this to this liberal friend of mine, and they were like, holy shit. They were kind of like blown away, like they couldn't believe it. And then I said, but how does that scare you? That's no big deal at all, because John Holdren, who was the chief technology director for Obama for 8 years, let me read to you what he said. This is from the fucking New York.
But hold on, just take a quick. I have to interrupt.
Hi, Greg.
I just think chief technical what?
Technology, I think it was like chief technology and science director.
Yeah, just think about whatever the fuck that might be.
So then I read this to my friend. I'm like, so my friend was like, holy shit, imagine living in a world where you could only have one baby. And I'm thinking to myself, boy, this person has no idea how close we are actually to this. Listen, Mr. Holdren's zeal and his tendencies to present somewhat alarming visions of the future have stirred controversy, including he proposed this to stop overpopulation, forcing pregnant single women to undergo abortions, and adding chemicals to the United States drinking water to make people infertile. Dude, people, do you not realize we're here? This isn't like we're here. These people are among us, leading us. Hi, Greg. Good morning.
Buddy.
I got some really fucking sad news today.
Oh, shit.
This one, I'm going to play you a few minutes of this. This is fucking crazy. You probably already knew this, unfortunately, but this rocked me this morning. You ready for this shit? You know what happened to Harley-Davidson?
What, they got bought by China?
Dude. Holy shit. Listen to a few seconds of this. You'll get the message here. This shit is crazy.
This may be the most shocking expose that I've done, simply because the brand is so out of alignment with their customers. This is Harley-Davidson. It's time for them to be exposed. In Harley's words, they are all in on diversity and inclusion. Now, let's take a look at what that means. I wonder how many Harley riders are aware that Harley-Davidson is a platinum founding member of the LGBT Chamber of Commerce in Wisconsin. This is the same chamber that says on behalf of the businesses that are a part of the Wisconsin LGBT Chamber, they opposed banning transgender sex changes for children. Harley-Davidson even hosted an LGBTQ+.
That's it. It goes downhill from there. It gets worse and worse.
So here's the thing.
You should see their CEO, Greg.
There's been something wrong there for a long fucking time.
You mean when they made the electric Harley?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about mechanically and otherwise. And so I was watching a slick thing on Harley, and there was a brief moment where they had the chief marketing officer, and he said that what was being sold was the something to the effect of the ability of a 50-year-old bald banker to dress up and drive down Main Street and scare little children. And it's that you look hard because you're on a Harley. And didn't want to start there, but we can go there. But the engineering on it, and you know me, I've had a lot of bikes and I've had a lot of Harleys. I could probably come close. It's closer to say I've had all of them than not. And I've always enjoyed myself on anything two wheels. I mean, we made a mini bike out of a Briggs and Stratton mower, and it was a fucking blast when I was a kid, like one of the most fun I've ever had. So anything on two wheels is fun. But the moment I got that Indian, a mile into it, I'm just like, I'm having all these fucking emotional fucking things about all the fucking money I wasted on Harleys.
Oh, wow.
Because the Indian was better in every conceivable fashion. Balance, lower center of gravity, better acceleration, smoother, a more like there's just, it's such a richer, better experience. And I don't know its heritage, but there's other bikes.
I remember when you got your Indian, you're like, oh man, this bike's amazing. Yeah.
Blown away. The hugest fucking wow. Oh, okay. And I heard a million conversations of the people that had tried to tell me about it. It's like the first time on an electric bike, you know?
I love it when you look up DEI in Indian. The first thing that it's an acronym for one of their heat shields. That's what it should be. Hey, they show in this video goes on and on and on that I stopped, Greg, and they show you the CEO of the company, and he looks just like, I've spent about 6 months of my life in Africa, coming in and out of Africa, and every time I would pass through like the cities, I remember seeing this archetype of this fat German guy who was there just trolling for pussy. Do you remember that guy?
German sex tourists.
Yeah. And that's exactly what their CEO looks like. And he's German, and and he's got the funny accent, and he's big and he's fat. And I'm just like, wow. It just broke my heart. I saw that this morning. I wanted to throw my fucking Harley over the fence.
They deliver brand new bikes with rusted bolts and shit.
Yeah.
And I was, I was told you have to check the oil at 400 miles. And I'm like, the fuck, this is way back, but it's the same. And I was like, check the oil at 400 miles. Yeah, right. We're like, in case they didn't put the filler bolt in.
Right.
And indeed, at 800 miles, I'm out of oil. And I was like, something's wrong. And the guy, I go, it's burning oil. And he's like, no, it's using it. And I just love it. Oh my God. Why, of course. It's using oil.
I had a 77 Volkswagen Rabbit that used oil.
Yes.
A quart a week.
Yeah, he's not talking about the part that leaks out and drips onto the manifold or whatever the hell it is.
I'm okay with so much. Like, I'm okay with you can do. I'm all for Harley-Davidson supporting pride rallies and doing events at gay bars, and I'll fucking go to that shit. Me and you will ride up. But the fucking supporting the kids chopping off their penises, I just have no tolerance of that. By the way, Elon, the whole Elon thing is completely exposed now. Did you see that? With Jordan Peterson?
Yeah, I don't know if that's exposed. I mean,
well, by that, I mean, what's driving him now. His kid got fucked up, and now he's on a singular
Yes.
mission to fucking.
That was heartbreaking.
Oh my god, dude! I wanted to fucking cry.
Yeah.
But now I understand Elon completely. He's on the war path, dude. He gave his kid sterilization drugs. He gave his kid hormone blockers, and he's fucking pissed.
There's something tragically Greek about it.
Oh my god, it's so yeah. Well said. I want to play it for those of you who didn't see it. I want to play it. It is. Sorry for coming in so hard this morning, but here we are. Elon Musk being interviewed by Jordan Peterson. This broke my heart. Here we go.
I was tricked into doing this, and it wasn't explained to me that puberty blockers are actually just sterilization drugs. Anyway, and so I lost my son essentially. They call it dead naming for a reason.
Yeah,
all right. So the reason it's called dead naming is because your son is dead. So my son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
They told Elon that if he didn't give his kid these drugs, his kid would commit suicide. That's what the
and I
told him.
I was talking to family that saw that, and not everyone caught that part. And I thought that was as important as anything else. The rest, I felt a little bit, I don't know, like I didn't have to know that about Elon. I felt like I understood him anyways. But play that where Jordan Peterson, his response to the suicide thing, I think was telling. He's speaking from a position of knowledge. It's not his guess.
Okay, I don't know if this clip has it, but I'll keep playing.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I thought it came before, but here we go.
I can't imagine what that would be like.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and there's lots of people in that situation now.
Right.
It's not pretty. Lots of smallish kids.
Yes, it's where he said, they told me that he'd commit suicide if he didn't do it.
Yeah, I think it's before this clip starts. I think that's how Elon started it. But let me keep playing. Let me see maybe it's in here.
Yeah, well, that's a good reason to be the final straw. All right, so let's.
So I vowed to destroy the woke mind virus after that. And we're making some progress.
Join the club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry, I don't have that. It's right before that. He explained.
No, I don't think it was. I've only heard this at the point that Elon mentioned suicide, he almost interrupts in an immediate response of, that's a lie. That's what Jordan Peterson says.
But I think he started the story with that, Elon did, and then came to this part.
And he said that they told me he'd commit suicide?
Yeah, that part I think is just prior to where this clip starts. But you're right. That was the wildest part to me. The doctors are telling people that. And Elon also explains prior to that it was in 2022 and it was during the chaos of COVID. You know what my takeaway too, Greg, is look at the smartest man in the world was also duped. He didn't have the critical thinking skills to be like, wait a minute.
There was talk about what the interest would be in a seminar on broken science, and it largely have that in a can. But someone asked about who might the audience be, and I go, well, how about if you panicked during COVID and ran around with the mask on because you thought it was protecting you and took the vaccine? Those are all produces a fantastic candidate for a seminar on how not to think poorly, And the panic of COVID. I mean, I saw it clearly for what it was from way back, and have no changed opinions. It's what it was, and that was pretty straightforward. The problems with the vaccine were immediate from the beginning. It was entirely plausible to have deep suspicions as to the unfurling. And there were a large number of people that were there all along. Bhattacharya, Ioannidis, Atlas, used to name kind of the three odd ducks from Stanford.
Atlas is a Stanford guy too.
Yeah.
Regarding Elon, how can a guy so smart in physics be so dumb in biology? Every otherwise uneducated CrossFitter knows that hormone blockers would lead to. Here's the thing. The left has this line. If you don't drive an electric car, you will die. If you don't take the vaccine, you will die. Everything is imminent death. They put death on the end of everything. If you don't give your kid hormone blockers, you'll die. Everything is presented that if you don't do this, it's the end of civilization or you'll die. If we don't sterilize kids, we're going to go to overpopulation and we're going to die. There's this, and that's what they just hit Elon with. If you don't do this, your kid's going to die. They've cracked the code on making people dumb. Yeah, that I wondered how that one hit you with the sun thing. When I watched it, I was like, ooh, I wonder how Greg took that one.
Right where I'm going. I was tripping on because I have immense respect for Mr. Musk.
Me too.
You know, in the middle of COVID, I was saying that he should be. Too bad we can't make him our governor. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, he's a rational guy, but he got tripped up on the public health. Everyone did to some extent.
I don't think half the people, no, I don't think 90% of the people on the left realize what's at stake here. I had another interesting conversation with a liberal buddy of mine. He was like, man, they did that Hindu prayer at the end of the Republican National Convention, and the Republicans are losing their mind and really hating on the Hindu prayer and saying it was demonic. And I had to explain to my friend, listen, that's what's so cool about this country. We have a freedom of religion that the Republicans want to protect. And we also have a freedom of speech. You can hate on Christianity. You can hate on Hinduism. That's not the issue. That's perfectly fine. You might not like those people because they're hateful. You might, but we're trying to protect that. The issue is that they're fucking trying to legalize pedophilia, chopping off kids' penis, having people take away people's rights, take away people's properties.
That's right.
Like
defending your rights is a full-time responsibility and obligation of the government. As soon as it starts sticking its nose under the tent elsewhere, that shit's dropped or abused. Well, the thing in the public health, and I've taken you here before, but I think everyone needs to stay on this until the distinction to you is clear between public health and medicine. And if you don't get it, it's the difference between herd management and veterinary medicine.
Oh. Yeah. Go ahead. Do you mind?
We're practicing herd management on human populations, and it necessitates a significant transgression in the individual rights, and it's bullshit. Fuck public health. Look where it went. Look what they did to us. Imagine the force that, we didn't shut our schools. That's bullshit. We destroyed them.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's complete bullshit. The kids, all of the problems in public education, they were huge. They turned into a fatality for the system when we put the kids 2 years behind path. Denied exposure to the face, cut the parents off from the campus. Fucking crazy. All of the trends towards shitty indoctrination centers where all that was learned was bullshit or evil or wrong got deeply encoded. It's a permanent part of the way of things now. It's amazing. That's what public health did for us. It was done as deliberately, I think, as opening the border. See, opening the border to pick some dude, give him a name. He's here illegally, but allowed, and he's gonna vote ahead of any official legal status to do so, and it won't matter. And the people for whom he or she will vote will be more than glad to have the vote and appreciate the fact that the border was left for them to come in, right? But there wasn't a conspiracy to let that person come in and vote, just like it wasn't a conspiracy to have that mental defective climb on the roof and shoot towards Trump, grazing him and killing someone in the crowd. There wasn't a conspiracy for that person to do that, but I can promise you he was short-staffed, with that being a worst-case scenario being entirely an acceptable fucking outcome. You following me here?
Kind of. What do you mean? Yes,
Leave
as an acceptable outcome.
Like, let's give them fewer and fewer people until that's an easy thing. You can drive by and see a good place to shoot from.
Right.
Yeah, how ironic is it that Mayorkas gave RFK Jr. protection the following day? You know why? They got caught short staffing as a political effort. It was with RFK Jr. It was never lost on me why he wasn't being given Secret Service protection, even though he'd had 2 armed intruders to his home.
Yeah.
I knew why they weren't giving it to him. They would fully, you go, hey, let's don't give it to him. Well, what could happen? He could get whacked. What? Yeah, if we don't, he might get whacked. You're kidding me. All right, how much does he want? Well, that's more than enough. Let's give him none. All of a sudden, he gets it. Why? What did Trump getting shot have to do with RFK Jr.? They're shorting candidate protection because that feeble fuck, that puppet feeble fuck, needed anything to intervene. Everyone running was a threat to him. Everyone. It's easy to poll better than a dead guy.
Elon Musk is 100% pushing for climate change, whether it's for his business or not. It ain't right.
What do you mean pushing for climate change? What does that even mean? Pushing for climate change?
I will tell you this. He's been very open about how we need to drill. Elon's a full drill baby guy. He has been explicit in his desire to be energy independent. And he's even said, I know I'm the electric car guy, but we need to fucking
I want help because you can see that the language has us all garbled up. We can't even think straight. What does it mean Elon is 100% for climate change? Does it mean that Elon, and I don't know what Elon thinks, but I'll tell you what I think. I think there's never been a period where the climate hasn't been changing, not in 4 billion years. And so I'm 100% for it too, in the sense of, am I an idiot that thinks the climate hasn't been constantly changing? I'm not that idiot. Guess how long it's going to change? Forever.
Justin, happy birthday, Greg.
Thank you, Justin. Does Elon believe in anthropogenic global warming or anthropogenic climate change? I don't know, but I know this. He has good reason to. And the good reason would be he wants to go to Mars so fucking bad he can't sleep at night. And so visions of this planet fogging over and everyone dying like it got sprayed with Raid probably make him happy. That's how bad he wants to go to Mars. It's a crazy thing, and we're all taking advantage of it. We're all getting better space comms and all kinds of shit because this fucker's dying to go to Mars. I hope he gets to take a stab at it.
Boy, this sounds hard to believe. This is the craziest thing said on the show so far. Craig Richards, Black Lives Matter came out with a statement against the Biden-Harris swap, saying it wasn't democratic and the Democrats are hypocrites. Is that really?
They did, and here's where I went with it. Oh, this is this is the new administration trying to distance itself from BLM. In other words, Kamala doesn't want to do it, they'll do it for her.
Oh, wow.
So when we say she was pro BLM, they go, oh no, yeah, didn't you hear? You're not even up to date. They're at war. Okay.
And I did see one of the head of the Black Lives Matter in one of the states, I think it was New York or something, a few months ago, endorsed Trump. Oh, that's awesome. They basically they collected their money through the Democratic National campaign with that blue ribbon company, right? So you're basically saying they're just a tool of the left. Christine Young, it's my husband's birthday today too. Happy birthday, Greg. Happy birthday, Coach. Jesus.
Thank you. Thank you.
One was enough. Jesus. Here's happy birthday, Greg. Yesterday, you're the best.
You guys are kind.
Did you have you been following this story? I can't tell if this one's real or not, but I searched around. I can find the fact checkers haven't got to it yet, but this has to be highly illegal, right? 11 Labs is a technology company specializing in AI powered tools and services. One of their notable offerings is an AI checker. I guess you can drop the voice a voice back into their computer and say, hey, is this AI or the real person? It's designed to verify the authenticity and quality of the AI generated content. This tool helps identify deep fakes, detects manipulated media, and ensure the credibility of AI outputs. Supposedly, this has been checked by 11 different online verifications, but here we go. This is Joe Biden basically stepping down as the president, and people are claiming that Biden's team used AI because he can't talk. Here we go.
But it was the right thing to do. I know it's hard because you poured your heart and soul into me.
Okay. Let's just go on old 11 Labs and see if that's really all they probably used for this. So upload. There we go. And let's see what we got.
This guy's mouse clicks like an old Microsoft computer.
Yeah, looks like they didn't even really try.
Probability 98%. It's very likely that the audio is generated with 11 AI. So who knows if that's real? But that's been spreading like wildfire.
It's funny. Maggie says he died in Vegas.
Yeah, there's also that rumor that he was medevaced out of Vegas. He's going to the White House today, supposedly, and he's going to speak from the White House. I told
her that's the hologram.
You're mean. You're picking on your wife.
Yeah, it died. Like, what's it matter?
Biden to deliver Oval Office address on decision not to seek re-election. That was 4 hours ago from CNN. 31 minutes ago, Biden to give first speech since dropping out of race. We don't have a time on it.
So Bloomberg and Obama, there's a handful of people that are conspicuously not stepping into the endorsement space for Kamala, and that's important. See, I'm still half hoping for the dream left ticket, and that's Michelle and Taylor Swift. And I feel like we're moving towards that. That's the one that wins for sure. Nothing can fight that force.
Well, this guy has a theory. This is this guy's theory.
They are going to have an open convention in which Gavin Newsom will likely emerge as the candidate who will face Donald Trump in the general election. What I find the most interesting about this is that many of those who are self-proclaimed leftists are downright acknowledging that when it comes to men like Gavin Newsom, They're not really effective or productive leaders. They are just a nice looking face and a nice sounding voice.
Newsom is good looking. Newsom is articulate.
They think that Trump should be afraid because here's someone who is younger and more better looking and can speak better than him.
The imagery of this good looking Californian who's 25 years younger than Trump would be very powerful, would really bother Trump.
And you realize that this is a game to them. Because while they are insisting on Gavin Newsom as the Democrat nominee, they are at the same time acknowledging that his leadership left California in shambles.
You may not like every part of his policy decisions, and there's a lot of things going wrong in California, but Newsom can slay Trump.
And so if you are acknowledging that his leadership left a state in shambles, why then would you insist on him to run the entire country? These political and social
Because he's got good hair.
Yeah. I wonder if Newsom is going to, it's very interesting. I wonder if Newsom's going to pop his head up at the convention.
Oh, yeah. He's running for president. And if not this time, next. He went on the trail for Joe. And then it's okay, Joe's stepping down. He's going to stay on, he'll be on the trail for Kamala, but he's going to be on the trail. He sees himself president. And you know, it's easy. It should be easy for him to see because he'd just do the same thing he did in San Francisco, that he did in California, that he'd do for the nation. Those are exemplars of the outcome of his kind of awareness and capacity.
I saw a crazy stat yesterday. I wonder if I can find it. I saw it in the LA Times. In 2000. Oh, here it is.
I think that's the worst big, large daily, the LA Times.
Yeah, probably is. It's pretty bad. New York Times is pretty bad too.
I think the LA Times is worse.
Using California Megan's Law website, the Daily Mail found that there were more than 7,000 sex offenders convicted of lewd or lascivious acts with a child under 14 of age, but released from prison in under a year of being convicted. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? In California, to release 7,000 people who've been convicted of doing shit to kids 14 and under after they've only been. And this article goes on to say about how they can't be. We already know that pedophiles can't be rehabilitated. That's like sort of the premise of the article. Fucking nuts, dude. God, did you see the story? At first, I didn't think it was a big deal at all. Did you see the story coming out of Paris?
I don't know.
So they got the Olympics there, and they got the big story with all the protection around the Israeli Olympic team. But last night, a girl was gang raped. Australian tourist was gang raped by 5 fucking immigrants. I don't know if they're illegal immigrants. And they have video of her stumbling into a kebab shop with her dress on backwards, just all fucked up after she was gang raped. And then the rapist walks into the kebab shop after her and orders food and walks by her and pats her on the back. And finally, some guy there realizes something's up and goes over and punches the dude. Fucking wild. They also say it's like the most secure city in the history of the world right now, and that shit's still happening. They're saying that there's never been a place where there's a larger congregation of police and military.
Yeah, that's funny. I just can imagine what it would be like to try and what would be the outcome of a gang rape at night here in Coeur d'Alene.
By an illegal immigrant or other. That wouldn't be tolerated there?
No, dude.
Asymmetric Gears, Macy for president. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a real good dude. I think he's going through some shit. I think I read an article that his wife is dying or died of cancer or some shit. He's going through some shit. You like him, Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's straight up. I saw something that he's the only city member. He's senator, right? who doesn't have someone in his office dealing with any of the big PACs?
Oh, okay. Big packs.
You know what I mean? He's the only one who doesn't have like that position in his office with someone who directs with the big PACs, that the money PACs.
Molinari was running a lobbying effort in DC for Google, and just in terms of, and it had in its employ a dozen PR firms and lobbying firms, right, including our Podesta friends, and just in in-house staff, they had every congressperson covered, hundreds of people. And so you could, with the way it looks on paper, there shouldn't be a day goes by that you don't hear from the Google rep if you're a congressperson. And that person's got ties to your hometown. You don't think they're spending your campaign money for you there.
Right.
And so if someone's going to pass something harmful to Google, never.
Oh, Macy, go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't know what the involvement is on any of these guys.
Macy was on Joe Rogan. I didn't hear that. I didn't even know that. Oh, Macy's wife died a month ago. Jason Miller, Trump should have picked Tulsi for VP. I like Tulsi, but I think she talks too slow.
Wow.
I can see. She'll talk for 5 minutes, and I'll only get like one usable nugget out of it. I think she get. I don't know. Maybe she's still too young.
I love the idea of Trump versus Gavin. Trump loses.
Did you watch any of the Kimberly Cheadle hearing?
Yes.
Why would she
you didn't have to pay close attention.
Right.
And Ray's on right now, and I was guessing he would be a little more forthright.
The director of the FBI.
It wasn't on his watch, and I don't think he'd have a lot of appetite for cover up right now, but who knows?
Why was she so resistant to give information when the two guys who went yesterday were given all, let me give you an example. They would ask Kimberly, they would say, hey, how many shell casings were found on the roof? And she said, it's the investigation's still going. And they asked the two guys yesterday, the head of the police unions or whatever two guys were, head of their police forces in their state. And they're like, we have reported that it was 8 casings found. Like, what was her reasoning for not even saying anything?
I don't know. Is that some manner of taking the fifth without taking the fifth? I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know to what extent it matters. I can't imagine a system that fails and results in no one on the roof.
The Secret Service is telling Trump not to hold big outdoor rallies. Trump's massive rallies have been embarrassing the regime since 2015. Yeah, I heard there were 20,000 people there.
Well, the problem is the wanding successfully of that many people and the holdups, and I think they're thinking more like. But the sniper problem is, you start with the obvious spots and then have someone with binoculars looking in the trees, right?
Yeah,
a mile away. But this guy was flying a drone around. He'd already appeared odd.
What about the fact that we're only getting photos of him? There's only 2 authentic photos of him. A picture when he's 16 years old, and then a picture with him fucking dead on the roof. How come no one will produce a picture of him like last week or last month? The theory is that he's a tranny, that he's all long hair and makeup and pierced up. And Do you have any thoughts on that? Why we only get 2 pictures of him?
Oh, but it's funny. No, I think they short-staffed Target and then talked enough deranged shit about him being like Adolf Hitler until some seriously defective kid took a shot at him. I think you can do that.
I sent you a pic of him dressed like a girl in IG. Yeah, I don't think that picture is real.
Did you see the picture of him and Elizabeth Warren?
Oh, really?
Yeah, take a look.
Wow, I haven't seen that one. I did see. I saw the picture. I saw the video of him in the BlackRock video.
Someone's compared him to Elizabeth Warren. It might be the same person.
Elizabeth Warren, Crooks. Let me see images. Oh wow, wow. Wow, that's fascinating. You can't unsee Elizabeth. Wow, that's God. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
That had Maggie concerned.
That is that's something else. Same nose.
So we just spin the story that that's his mom. And then we got to work the rest into some kind of pizza thing.
Is that guy 1% Native American?
I got BuzzFeed accused me of preaching QAnon adjacent theories. I think it was them. For I don't want to doubt the China virus story, the origins of the virus, or was it that George Floyd died of a fentanyl overdose? QAnon adjacent theories. I hadn't even heard of QAnon, really. I mean, I'd heard of it, but I didn't know what their theories were, so I could be adjacent.
Right. Do you know? There's all these things that I don't know that I purposely stay away from. Like I always hear this thing. I hear QAnon, but I never seen any QAnon websites or this thing called 4chan or 8chan or 16chan or something. There's a Chan.
Yeah.
The only Chan I know is Matt Chan.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Tim.
And then there's then there's Tim Chan, and then there's the dark web. When I think of the dark web, I finally for years I didn't know what it was, and finally I figured out what it is. Like in my mind, it's stuff that Google doesn't want you to see, so they don't make it searchable.
Tim Chan came out. I thought I Matt Chan. And I was like, what? And I get, dude, you didn't know it. I'm like, I had no fucking idea. And you go, it's obvious. I'm like, what? Remember that? I'm like, no shit. Whoa, fuck.
Yeah, your Chan's confused.
I was surprised I had my Chan's twisted.
Oh, 4chan is like Reddit on steroids. So it's an actual website? That's enough. I don't need to know anything more for 10 years. And then this is an old one, but what do you think about Kamala not boycotting Netanyahu's talk? That's just insane, right?
You have to weigh the political consequences. It's Michigan is the worry.
Our house is waving around Ukrainian flags when the leader comes there. And the head of Israel comes, the prime minister of Israel comes, and she's boycotting.
Is she boycotting or not?
Yeah, she's not going. She stepped out. They're looking.
She is boycotting.
Yeah.
Perfect. Makes it easy. Be more complicated if she went. Acted presidential.
Oh right. Kamala Harris.
Hey, Biden promises the center and swung left hard. What is someone promising a hard left swing do? Swing to center? Ha. Or do you get way left? How do you get further left?
I don't think you. Oh, you can get further left. You can build camps and start collecting people like Hitler did. That's going further left. Harris skipping Netanyahu address shows daylight with Biden on Israel leader. Vice President Harris will notably be absent from the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's address to the joint sessions of Congress on Wednesday, a move some Republicans call petty.
You know, you don't need to even look for the teleprompter with her. When she gets off script, you just see bright and shining idiot. It's crazy. Her off script.
Yeah.
She's profoundly stupid. She's got a lot of the Gavin thing. It's that California polish. Looks good, you know?
This is true. She had to go to a sorority party. She is speaking at a sorority today. I heard her bragging that there were like 40,000 active sorority members now on her campaign or something.
Of course. They were going to have her do these wine socials, but I guess after a glass of wine, it's like, no, never again. She cannot have alcohol around her kind of response. Do you hear that?
No. Why she gets wild on she starts
like the stupid comes out fast. She'll go off script. That's the deal, bud.
one glass of wine and she's off script.
No, but I guess apparently there was a problem, but it was like bad idea. Her and alcohol was the summation. That's what I was told.
But she really loves Joe and Jill. Really loves Joe and Jill.
Of course she does.
She can't be stupid. She loves Venn diagrams.
Man, you know the three circles.
I finally kind of slipped into your mind space, I think, the other day when Joe stepped down. I was like, wow, I'm really enjoying this. I mean, it's nonstop. Or how excited are you for the Democratic National Convention? It is going to be fucking chaos, Greg.
Michelle Obama and Taylor Swift. That's your winning ticket.
Like if you were their political consulting group, that's what you would say?
Nothing we could do about it. We wouldn't be able to talk sense. We'd be hearing Taylor Swift songs constantly. People would be singing them loud. Black lives would finally matter. Women, fuck the patriarchy. Everything would be wonderful. Men would be crying. 20% of the male population would turn gay. Just people would be coming out that it'd just be a complete tipping point for humanity. The enthusiasm and excitement, the exuberance couldn't be tamped. Michelle and Taylor. You can't think stupid enough. You can't imagine. Watch Idiocracy. They need to be redone. Like, what's next? We're there.
You're not even going to believe this next thing I show you. You're
not
not even.
I'm ready for anything.
You're not even going to believe this. So listen, there's a nuance here that's really important to catch. This is at Thomas Jefferson University. Okay? At their graduation for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Okay? This is at their graduation. Now listen to the announcer. The announcer is a professor there at the university.
Victoria Lee Zubitbros, Jessica Lynn Bower, Alisuna Cole Bishop, Allison Kerr Campbell, Tom Mulmay.
This is at Thomas Jefferson University, and the person reading the names doesn't recognize that his name is Thomas. Hey, this went on for 10 minutes.
The person's like a really good fucking nursing wizard from Haiti or something. Was that some ESL shit?
And they said that basically the names on the cards were written phonetically, and so she couldn't figure it out. But listen to this kid.
Thomas.
He turns to the lady and he's like, Thomas. They yanked her. They yanked her from the stage.
Did they?
Yeah. They're like, sorry.
That's racist.
Yeah.
You should understand her is white.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, of course.
I'm projecting my oppressive color.
When I first saw this, I thought all the white kids were having their names pronounced weird to sound ethnic or diverse. Then I realized that's the MC was retarded.
Oh, you
and
can't say that. You use the R word.
I love this narrative of liberal women and black shaming black men for not voting for her. I'm prepared for your racist, misogynist push if you don't vote for her. Yeah. What's crazy? It's really impressive. It is really impressive. Hats off to fucking all the black homies who are standing up against her.
I'm a stupidist because I won't vote for her because she's stupid.
Yeah.
I have it in for stupid people. I'm not fighting hard enough for their rights.
It's like Sevon trying to pronounce European CrossFit athletes. Listen, I'm not that bad. I'm bad. I'm a 5. That was a 1. And she has the names written phonetically in front of her.
The games are in Fort Worth, Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep getting asked if I'm going to be in Dallas, and I figured that's what was up.
Yeah. Thomas Jefferson University, and she can't say fucking Thomas. This guy was on the show, Greg. Eli Crane. This is a couple of good clips. He went and visited the site of the shooting. There's a couple interesting clips here. Let me see if I chose the right one.
Up here on the building where the supposed sniper took a shot. It's not that steep at all. Just had a 70-year-old man back here climb up on the roof easily. See that water tower behind me? Had Secret Service or anybody had sniper teams up there, this guy wouldn't have made it 5 feet up this roof. He would have been taken out. Behind me, you see the windows.
Okay, see that window over there? So I'm gonna show you another clip. So they're standing on the roof where the sniper is, and then behind you see those windows, right? That are open. Yeah. So those windows, at least from this angle, look like they're higher than the roof, right? Or at least you can see the roof. Okay, here I'm gonna play you another clip too in a second.
Secret Service was supposedly.
Say it again. What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh.
In the second floor of this building behind, makes you wonder why they weren't able to quickly dispatch the individual. And then behind me, back over here where those red roofs are, that's where the stage was set up. That's where the president was giving his speech from. A lot of questions here in Butler, but we look forward to doing oversight and getting to the bottom of it and making sure it never happens again. All right, guys.
Okay, now let me show you one more clip that he made.
Who is he?
I think he's a congressman, Eli Crane.
Okay.
Former SEAL. He owns this company that makes these bottle openers from I think this is 50 cal.
Gotcha.
Okay. Oh shoot, is this the clip? No, this isn't the clip. But damn it! But this is a good clip too. Here we go. This is a good one too. Here he is.
I'm just gonna say it. Are you aware, sir, that many Americans believe this was very likely not a lone shooter, but a coordinated assassination attempt? Have you been getting those messages from people like I have?
I have not, sir.
You haven't? Well, there's a lot of people in this room that have been getting the same messages. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that a lot of Americans are like, this doesn't add up, this doesn't make sense, guys? How could this many things have gone wrong, right? Like the things I pointed out, a 20-year-old kid, got 150 yards of the president of the United States with an AR-15, flew a drone to conduct site surveillance, was spotted with a rangefinder ranging targets, then lost, had advanced explosive devices on him with no military training. Nobody was placed in the most obvious spot to conduct counter sniper operations. I was a sniper in the SEAL teams, Colonel. As soon as I got out of the SUV and I saw that water tower, I was like, that's exactly where I'd be. Put me right there. So obvious. After partisan attempts to bankrupt him, imprison him for 750 years, and countless depictions as a modern day Hitler, are you surprised, sir, that a lot of Americans are like, maybe there's more to this story?
I wouldn't begin to speculate about what the American people think, sir.
Colonel, did your team make entry and conduct investigation at the suspect's home prior to this shooting?
Excuse me, sir? I've asked that question.
Did your team make entry and conduct any investigation at the suspect's home?
I believe we had people that participated in that securing of it. There were bomb assets that we provided.
Mr. Chairman, can I have 30 more seconds?
Yeah, I'm letting everybody come.
Okay.
On the night of. Since then, none.
Did you get any reports from any of your agents of anything fishy at the home?
I was briefed on.
Was there any silverware found in the home or trash?
I have nothing in the briefing that I was given, sir.
Was it extremely clean, almost like a medical lab? Were you given any of those reports?
I wasn't given any of those details, sir.
Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Interesting.
Hey, what are the implications? What do you glean from that? It was interesting the way he asked the question, right? He's like, hey, did you go there before the shooting?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there.
No.
Not for me.
Have you seen any of the footage of the water tower? They keep showing footage of someone on the water tower, and when I see it, I just don't see anyone up there. I just see a black shadow, and it looks like it's being made by the water.
How many Secret Service personnel were there at the rally?
I mean, Kimberly wouldn't tell.
Yeah, like how many were there, and what does it take to make that place secure?
There's footage somewhere that I saw yesterday that shows that there were two guys in a window that basically were so close to the shooter that they could have reached out and shot him. And those were the two security guys, whoever they were, they were watching him, and then they lost him. So then they left their post to go look for him, and that's when he climbed on the roof. Whereas if they would have stayed in their post, they could have fucking grabbed him or shot him or anything. Oh, look, Will T, 16 DHS agents. The rest were local police. This guy's usually a great source.
And that Department of Homeland Security, I got Secret Service, and then just like chowder heads, like a TSA guy is a DHS guy, right?
Department of Homeland Security.
Yeah, I think TSA comes under that.
11 Secret Service guys.
Okay. Okay, and then like what? 7 of those are around him.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
and 3 or 4 of those are the ponytail brigade. So you count them as like that's -1.5.
I love it. Sleeky and the girls.
And the girls. Yeah, that seems maybe that's not enough.
Did you see when the ex-head of the Secret Service walked into court yesterday with at least 10 male agents? That's interesting because when she was at the Republican National Convention, her security was 2 short females and a black guy. They'd keep the black guy. And not because he's black. Oh, have you seen the cell phone data? So you know how they pinged? You know what remember what Wired Magazine did with Epstein Island? They pinged all the phones and then showed where
Dinesh D'Souza did on, right?
Yes.
That doesn't always work. That only works for liberal causes.
So they pinged all the phones that had been in Crook's area at his job, at his house, and then pinged where they went. And you got a couple phones doing some weird shit. One phone just on July 12th went completely dead, and then another phone is seen at the building next to the FBI headquarters in DC.
You get the guy killed by short staffing. That's how you get him assassinated.
Right. Just because the Secret Service failed at this event doesn't mean that they wouldn't have failed at 10 other events either, right? Like, you have to suspect that it's been a shit show forever around Trump now. This isn't an isolated incident.
You ratchet up the rhetoric, and then you short them what's needed to keep the place safe.
Hey, and anyone who doesn't believe the rhetoric story, just look at look at the crime in the streets and just look at the police situation. The rhetoric was ratcheted up so high that police officers are bad that they stopped engaging criminals, especially black criminals, and then crime exploded and went rampant. And that was all just from the media ratcheting it up after George Floyd. That's all that is. It's 100%. That situation is completely understood, and it's also affected the Secret Service. They're having every law enforcement agency in the country is having trouble recruiting people because it's not a cool job to have because of all the rhetoric. The left spent 4 years destroying cops, saying that they were racist bad guys. That's it. The code's been cracked. You dispute that at all, Greg? You think I'm off the mark at all there?
No, I mean, you got to wonder about the quality of the candidate at some levels now.
Yeah, why would you want to become a cop if there was the example I'll give is a real example. A police officer friend of mine and yours got a call that there was a woman with a box knife swinging it around in public going crazy. And him and his partner rolled up on the scene, and it was a black woman. And what did they do? They fucking drove away, fucking 500 yards away, and watched her. I said, why didn't you engage her? He's like, dude, I don't want to be on fucking camera. He's like, if I walk towards her and she charges me with that knife, I got to shoot her. I don't want to be on camera fucking shooting her. Highway patrol officer that both you and I know. I was on the freeway. A guy sped by me going 90. I caught up next to him. I pulled up. I looked in. It was a black dude. I go, what'd you do? He's like, fucking got off the gas and went back down to 55 and let him go. I go, why? He goes, I don't want to be on camera. Fucking, I don't want to lose my job. I've got 3 kids at home. It's fucking crazy. But like you often say, that's not affecting me and you. That's only hurting the black communities. You know what I mean? That's not affecting anyone in Coeur d'Alene. That's affecting downtown Chicago, where fucking murder's skyrocketing because the police don't want to engage, and they're getting shitty cops. Oh, Pat Lang, thank you. Your cop example is accurate. I know, thank you. And so when I heard Kimberly Cheadle speak about the issues that they're having recruiting people to work at the Secret Service, and I heard 2 officers who speak yesterday, that's exactly what they're saying. Exactly what they're saying. And hey, and the same way that you're saying you're gonna get the fucking president killed by fucking having shitty people around him and underfunding it and having shitty resources, that's why you're getting so many fucking black people killed in the community, because you're fucking short servicing the police services and the funding to it. It's like really simple. Fucking, it's not when you replace Martin Luther King as a hero with George Floyd, you're gonna have fucking problems in society. Civilization's gonna get confused. Kids are gonna get confused. You can't replace Denzel Washington, Lil Wayne, and Martin Luther King with fucking George Floyd. Doesn't work. Okay, fuck, it's a mess.
Yep.
I think, and I say this with pride and joy and flexing my ego. I think this is usually I talk to you all the time, and I think I've gone like 3 or 4 days without talking to you on the phone. I'm showing off how close me and you are. But you must. Are you having just a blast, or is it pregnant wife duties?
No, everything's going on. You know, I got family in town and more coming. The rest of the kids could show up today.
Oh, that's awesome. You're going to have everyone there?
Yep.
Blake too?
Yep.
Holy shit, Greg. Congrats.
Little John got in yesterday.
So you have all 10 there. 1 in the 9 active and 1 in the oven.
Yep. The whole clan.
Dude.
And Big Robbie's up here looking at property today.
Grandpa Robbie?
Yeah. So when we're done here, I think I'm going to go with them, roll out to south of here a little bit and look at some farm property.
Wow. He belongs in Idaho.
Yeah, I get that.
He belongs in
There's
Idaho.
a lot of veterans here.
And he could do more prepping there. Like there's probably a whole fucking prepping world there.
You could everything you need's at North 40.
Yeah, prep away.
Uh-huh. Plus he's got all the toys. He's got all the shit.
Yeah. Sleeky, we're looking at about 20 acres, about 30 minutes outside of Coeur d'Alene. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, where? South of here?
She hasn't said yet. She will.
There's-
Louise, how about you don't threaten cops? Simple. Yeah, exactly. Don't resist arrest. And, yeah, don't resist arrest. Follow
I think
orders.
Chris Rock had a formula for how not to get beaten by the police.
Who did?
Chris Rock.
Oh, what was his?
You gotta watch it.
Worley, I think it's called. Worley?
Yes, that's where we're going. Wow. I wonder if Maggie's listening to this. We're going to Worley this morning.
Cheadle's job at PepsiCo is probably enforcing DEI mandates and investigating microaggressions. You're probably right, dude. You think you're being funny, but you're probably right.
They probably have a huge problem with shrinkage. People taking Doritos home and Gatorade and shit. You know, like working at the Mint.
Yeah. This bag doesn't have enough chips in it.
Yeah,
Too much
doing
air.
quality control at home to the tune of $1 million a year of product.
This, right.
And this shit's fully fungible. I mean, you just throw it in the car and drive it to the, you know, the Quick Mart and sell it to Dinesh.
A racist. Do you remember Bill Casimir? Greg, if you saw him, you recognize him. He was the world's strongman, hosted that show in the 70s.
Yeah.
Do you remember him? So
Yeah.
I heard that they paid him, Metrex paid him in supplements, and then he would sell the supplements. So they would give him like, you know, $50,000 of supplements, and then he would sell them for like, you know, $150,000.
Yeah, that's supplements with quotation marks around it.
Another great question from Jake Chapman. Wow. I love Jake, you're the best. Does Greg hate leather elbow patches like I do?
You know, I've never had a garment like that.
I knew you were going to say that.
But I'll tell you, I think you were there, Sevi, when I asked the guy if he was a professor. He says, you were in my class, weren't you? Because he had a corduroy jacket with elbow patches on and was smoking a pipe.
Where was that?
He was a professor.
That sounds familiar. I will tell you this. I can't remember the incidents. And
Is
I'm
that
sorry.
just for a worn out jacket? Is that the origins of that? You've worn it so much it's popped through. Like my mom used to put iron-on patches on my fucking jeans.
Me too. My mom would try to put them on the inside, but sometimes they'd get put on the outside. Sorry to expose Greg like this, but I want to say at least a half dozen times in 15 years, I've seen something on a garment bother Greg, like a tag or a button or something that's somewhere to where you violently remove it. You're like, just a big handful, like, and maybe it destroys the garment even.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You're like, no.
And shit.
Yeah, you're like,
yeah.
no.
I feel something in my side, like I have fleas, and I realize it's 15 synthetic tags on the inside of my shirt.
Yeah.
They're coming out now.
Next thing you know, Greg's wearing a crop top.
Yeah.
I can only imagine if he had something with elbow pads, within minutes that thing would be sleeveless.
I don't like the epaulets on the shoulder.
What are those?
That little thing that buttons down, a little tag, like you need some stripes for your
right.
campaigns and shit.
Dylan Val, the U.S. Secret Service must have hired the sniper team from Uvalde. Yeah,
I
those
don't
are,
know that, I haven't ruled out yet that it takes 45 guys to do that right. And they gave him 11 people, including 3 of those chicks. There's probably 2 guys assigned to each girl. Like if she starts spinning and pulls out her gun, just tell her it's going to be okay.
they had a woman. I saw a picture of her. I can't find it anymore. Have a mental breakdown on one of the shifts earlier in the year. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I think it was one of Kamala's girls, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of Kamala's agents, protectors, had a mental breakdown, and 2 of the other agents had to disarm her and drag her away while she was working. Can you imagine, like, you're guarding the vice president of the United States and you have a fucking mental breakdown? And then they couldn't spot the coke. They couldn't figure out whose cocaine it was in the White House.
Could have been anybody's.
I agree. What if it would have been fentanyl?
It probably had some of that in it.
Jedediah Snelson, CrossFit Games champion. People moving here are fed up with Cali today, but still want to change it to Cali 10 or 20 years ago. Idaho residents don't want that. It's a slippery slope. Let me transcode that for you. Stay the fuck home. Don't move here.
Does Jedediah live here?
I think so. I think he's closer to Boise. Have you seen pictures of Kamala's stepdaughter?
No.
Ella Emhoff. She just raised $8 million for Hamas. I mean, for pro-Palestine. You're going to fucking love this. She looks like she's the quintessential. You look up a college libtard and there she is. You can't even. She got the masks. There's some. She shows off her armpit hair all the time. Real special gal. Kamala Harris' stepdaughter could affect her run for president. Emhoff's support of Palestinians could sway voters for or against stepmother Kamala Harris.
There's so much wrong with Kamala. I just don't even need to reach into the stepland and the children.
Did you know Kamala's husband's a Jew? I didn't know that.
Her deficits are as acute as Joe's.
I agree.
And I think the world knows it. Maybe not Americans, but I think the rest of the political leadership globally knows.
No, I think they do. Even my liberal friends in California are like, "What the fuck? I do not want to vote for Kamala." Hey, maybe my liberal friends are just saying that because that's a justification. They can't accept the fact that they finally realized that, hey, I should be voting for Trump. Because that's kind of the first step to coming to Trump.
Yeah, she can't riff in it. She can't do the AI thing that Gavin does. If you don't listen to what he's saying, but you just kind of catch the flow, it feels coherent. I mean, you have to listen to what he says to tell that he doesn't know what he's talking about. Her, you don't. I mean, Gavin's wrong. She's like, what's the line? She's not even wrong. It's gibberish. There's nothing to interpret. That's an amazing thing. She speaks gibberish.
like a Three's Company skit, like the blonde chick from Three's
It's
Company,
like worse. Chrissy was smarter.
or the Friends, the dumb guy on that show, Friends, the
I've
handsome,
never seen that, but
the handsome white guy. He was just completely retarded, not even semi-retarded. That was his charm.
you know that.
No. Ebonics is Ebonics isn't gibberish. Ebonics is like more like an accent, I think.
You know that type shit when you're testing fonts, you see that ipso lorem, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she like talks that. Like it's a sound check for a news spot or something. I mean, it's just I can't tell you that there's no way to analyze what's being said to make sense of it and then render judgment. It's just literally gibberish.
I want to propose this to you. When you and I, well, for sure, I can't speak for you, but
She's a politician in the way that the kids in Menudo were musicians. She's part of a machine. She's its work product. That's what it looks like in the end.
Wow, that's well said.
She's told what her opinions are. Imagine that.
When I was a kid, when Democrats and Republicans could debate, they could debate, right? Like, so a Republican could be like, "Hey, abortion is killing a baby, and in the United States, everyone has a right to life, liberty." And then the Democrats could say, "Well, it's not really a baby yet," and they could go back and forth. Or when they talked about economics, they would say, or equal rights, they would say, "Hey, we need to have a United Negro College Fund that's specifically for people with melanated skin, so that they have a one up." And the right could be like, "Well, yeah, that's common sense, but it also disproportionately affects people who aren't black because it takes their place." And they could talk back and forth, right? You could have a dialogue. Someone could say, "Hey, I think we should have this program that hands out clean needles." And someone else on the left might say that, and someone on the right might say, "Actually, the science shows that it actually increases the dependency on drugs." And they could go back and forth. We're not even there anymore. We can't even agree on what things mean. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're trying to get men into women's sports, we're not even at a place where we can agree on terms, logic. We can't be critical thinkers together. It's not even possible to debate. That's why when I see these people saying these things like, "Hey, we need to come together as a country. We all want the same thing." I don't think so. I haven't heard one person on the right who would be stoked that Joe Biden got shot. No one on the right wants that. You wouldn't hear that. You wouldn't even hear it jokingly. The left has just completely just lost their mind, you know?
There are people that saw this coming.
Right.
A lot of them.
Like Orwell?
Yeah,
The people who made Idiocracy?
I was musing the other day that the introduction to Popper and After that we've Broken Science Crew's gotten the rights to. There's Wind Shuttle in the introduction is talking about some of the aberrations in academic writing on science, and the date here is make sure I got this right. I don't want to be fair. So this is in 1998, right? So 26 years ago. And he's talking about feminist theorists like Sandra Harding, who in the science question of feminism called Newton's Principia Mathematica a rape manual. Harding propounds a doctrine that calls strong objectivity. She calls strong objectivity, which argues for quotas in disadvantaged groups to be applied to research teams and chairs in science on the grounds that once more Black, gays, and lesbians join the ranks, science will become more open and inventive. This is from 1998, and so it's pulled into port, and we got it now.
More women, blacks, and gays in science will become more inventive.
Yes. Marxists such as Stanley Aronowitz, whose book Science as Power claims that since science and technology are key elements in the authority and dominance of modern capitalism, the duty of a social critic is to demystify science and to topple it from its position of authority. I got a list of this shit. The postmodernist philosopher Stephen Best, who calls for the development of postmodern science to counter the inherently repressive nature of modern science. Postmodern science, he argues, would be ethically sensitive, spiritually aware, and ecologically sane compared to traditional science's support for the Western ethos of conquest, domination, and objectification. I can only handle so much of this, but yeah, it's,
I think every NBA team should have a dwarf and a guy in a wheelchair.
We were
forced to be on the floor. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be great? 5-man team, and you have to have a dwarf and a wheelchair out there.
And one Malinois full of bad habits on a chain.
Right.
I'm in.
Right.
I'm in.
Right. Oh God, that would be exciting. Fence in the court and let in a dog that bites.
Super cool.
Oh my God. That's better. You one up my idea with the dwarf in the wheelchair. Oh my God. And if you kick the dog, it's a penalty.
Kick the dog.
Would be bad for your Instagram following. Look, Jedediah is in. I'll be the enforcer. Yeah, there you go. Well, we have our first. Thank you, Jedediah.
All right, Sebi, I love you. I'm gonna run.
If you have to.
Yeah, I don't want to miss this trip to where is it? Where am I going, Sleeky?
Worley. Hey,
Worley.
What's the most impressive thing about this show is that you have 15 people in your house and your internet's been the best it's ever been. You know what I mean? That there's not, because there's 15 phones and a TV on. Did you yell at people and be like, turn your shit off?
I don't have the teenagers aren't here yet.
Oh, okay.
So they'll come in and put the drain to it. But I got little ones looking in windows.
Let me tell you this. One more thing, Greg.
The sound is good, huh? Right? It works here.
Dude, this is awesome. We should do another show this week. We should start, because of all the presidential shit going on. It's fun. Hey, so yesterday, Avi was sitting on the couch. I don't know. I think he was like reading. He's really into this book right now. I can't take it out of his hands. It's like something of a bad kid or something. And I walk into the
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. And he's reading that, and so I just finished working out, and I walk out of the garage, and I'm pouring sweat, and I go, "Hey, you want to go set the world record for burpees, 100 burpees right now?" He's like, "I really don't want to get sweaty," and I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I'll do it after jiu-jitsu," and I said, "Okay." And then after like 5 more seconds of talking, he's like, "Fine, I'll do it." So he goes in the garage and he does 100 burpees in 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Cold.
It's the world record.
I mean, it's pretty. It's. I mean, in my mind, it's for a 9-year-old. Until someone breaks it. Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah.
Just drag the kid off. That's just that's the way it is. Just drag. Hey, come on, let's go to the garage, and he's just game. All right, I just wanted to tell you that I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, tell him I said hello.
I will. Tell everyone else I said hello. Actually, I'm going to call Maggie today. I wanted to love on her a bit and see how she's doing. Tell her I'm going to call her today. Is she going with you to Worley?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's her and I and her dad.
All right. Have fun. Send me pictures of the houses. Maybe you'll find me a house too. I'll move there.
It's beautiful out there.
All right, brother. Love you.
Love you, man. Thanks.
Talk to you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. The founder, inventor, creator, maintainer of CrossFit, Greg Glassman. Yeah, that was that. I went a few days without talking to Greg. Me and him are like girls on the phone, chatty Cathy. Greg's one of those people where if we could stay on the phone for an hour but only talk 10 minutes. Like we can just hang out. You know those people, like when you used to do that with girls in like junior high. It's fun. And then like if he wants to say sometimes we'll forget we're even on the phone. Judy Reed, I'm so appreciative he comes once a week. Me too. I was shot out of a cannon today. I can't wait to watch this. Let's see.
Of the shooting.
You want to watch?
Signed up to dedicate.
Fill us in.
Let's watch.
Country.
Thank you, Director. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Director, let me go back to where Mr. Bishop was. Tell me about the drone. You act like you wanted to fill us in on that. Fill us in.
So we have recovered a drone that the shooter appears to have used. It's being exploited and analyzed by the FBI lab. The drone was recovered in his vehicle. So at the time of the shooting, the drone was in his vehicle with the controller. In addition, our investigation has uncovered.
Do you know what time of day he flew it, and if he flew it on the day of the shot?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So in addition, it appears that around 3:50 p.m., 4 o'clock in that window on the day of the shooting, that the shooter was flying the drone around the area.
You can hear he has like cotton mouth. By the way, all these people out there, it's so funny when they say drone, you can think that they're a lot of the people are like, oh my God, this is some fancy, crazy technology. Listen, my kids can fly really advanced DJI drones. It's like nothing these days. A drone is nothing and any retard can do it. My kid can fly it with a 4K camera, an 8K camera, take snapshots, fly it so high. I mean, it's just, there's a whole generation. I mean, and I can do it too. We have 3 really nice drones and anyone can fly a drone. It's like nothing. So when they're like, was the drone deployed? Was there a drone? It's like, dude, it's like nothing. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry has a fucking, nobody thinks it's fancy technology. Yeah. But I guarantee you 80% of America does. They just hear the word drone and they're like, yes, a drone. Oh, wow.
2 hours.
About 11 minutes. I want to be clear, but when I say the area, not over the stage and that part of the area itself, but I would say about 200 yards, give or take, away from that. We think, but we do not know. So again, this is one of these things that's qualified because of our ongoing review, that he was live streaming, viewing the footage from that. Again, about 11 minutes in around the 3:50, 4 o'clock p.m. range.
2 hours before, he's flying a drone in the vicinity of the route.
About 200 yards away. Yes.
200 yards. Okay, that's important information. What about the bombs that we've heard about in the shooter's car?
So again, the FBI lab is exploiting those explosive devices.
Exploiting or exploring? This guy is crazy cottonmouth.
There were, we've recovered 3 devices, 2 in his vehicle and 1 back in his residence.
Are these what you would call, your experts would call sophisticated operations, or this? I don't know. That's what I've been told by people who have some understanding of this area.
Yeah, I think it's we've seen more sophisticated and less.
Okay, so that's where they're going with it. They're trying to act like the drone is something sophisticated, so that it was like the Russians did it or the Chinese did it, or that it's some sort of like crazy technology he has. That's where Jim Jordan's going with it. Now he's asking about the technology and the bombs.
I would say these are relatively, again, keyword, relatively crude devices themselves, but they did have the ability to.
Jeffrey, where's your do you fly a flight plan each time you fly it? Listen, I know what you're doing. You can choose that. It's just like a setting. You can point on your finger and just draw a circle on the map and the drone will do that. It's like nothing. You can just draw a circle. You can make points, 5 points, and tell the drone to go to those 5 points and hit record. And it just goes up and does it. You can use one of the drones I have has 3 lenses, 3 beautiful lenses on it. This 35, a 70, and a 160 lens. You can fight from 200 yards away. It could be all up in your ass. You can count the pimples on your face.
Be detonated remotely. And so to that point, in addition to the 2 devices that we recovered out of his vehicle, there were receivers for those 2 explosive devices with the devices. And then on the shooter himself, when he was killed by law enforcement, he had a transmitter with him. Now, I do want to add one important point here, is at the moment, it looks to us, again, ongoing review, and I can't say that too many times. At a moment, it looks like because of the...
So he's scared. Oh, shit. I fucked it up. So he's scared shitless. He's scared shitless. They saw what happened to Kimberly, and they're not going to play that finger. He's not going to play that finger fuck like they did, like Kimberly did. He's scared shitless. If he wasn't scared shitless, he wouldn't be singing like a bird like this. He's scared shitless.
16 years of protecting the American people and upholding the Constitution. 116 years of working with our partners to safeguard the communities we serve. 116 years of innovating.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Thank you, and please be seated. We have votes coming in about statement.
Oh, so he makes an opening statement. No, thank you. Listen to that later. All right. Yeah, he's dropping way more info than Cheadle. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to get fucked up. He doesn't want to take an ass pounding. Jim Jordan is such a boss. I love that he's my congressman. Yeah, he is a boss. It's funny. I used to hate him when I was a libtard. For decades, the only congressional hearings that actually had something come from them is Watergate. Otherwise, it just keeps Congress busy for the day. All right. I was supposed to do a show today with an athlete that was going to an athlete that was going to come out of the closet. No, athlete reveal that was going to compete at SoCal. But the athletes they're finicky now. I don't fucking blame them. I don't fucking blame them at all. God, I was listening to the Glinton podcast last night when Garrett and Colleen came on my show. Damn, that show was so fucking good. Holy shit. Holy shit, it was so good. They had an honest discussion about whether you're being born are you born gay or not? And then they had another discussion where Garrett goes on to say, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. These are the conversations I have with my liberal friends. If she had to choose between legalizing gay marriage or that's what the Democrats want, okay? So she likes that. She's gay and she wants to be married to her wife. Or what the left also wants is they want the states to have the ability to take kids away from their parents and chop off their genitalia. Oh, Sevon, that's so extreme. Huh? You don't have to convince me. I know it's extreme. She said she'd rather go with the team unequivocally, doesn't need to even think about it for a second, that would make it so that no one would take her son away from her and chop off his genitalia without her consent. And she would forego the marriage. Fuck it. I don't care about the marriage compared to that. And that's where we're at. Oh, it's not widespread. You're right. Chopping off the penises is not widespread, and it's only isolated incidents. Correct. Yeah, it's a fucking man. They fucking killed it. I made subclips of those. I got my yesterday. I showed my wife how to make subclips. She came over to the computer when I was listening to the Glinton podcast, and she's like, "Hey, teach me how to do that." I'm like, "I'd love to." Oh, another athlete. Oh, let me see. What is this? Oh, I wonder when that is. All right. All right. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. Someone in the I put up the video of Avi doing breaking the world record on burpees. God, there's so many fucking dumb comments. Do you want to go through just comments? Oh man, I had a fucking crazy. I had a conversation with Andrew yesterday. It's so fascinating. We were talking about I was telling him about how I was talking with Pat Vellner about how frustrated I was with him for worrying about whether Dave monetized his channel or not, that it just sounded like fucking cuck socialism to me and just keeping everyone down and just jealousy. And he's like, and this is what Andrew told me. He goes, "Hey, dude, do you know who suffers from the channel not being monetized?" And I'm like, "No, who?" And he goes, "The athletes." And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "When Dave doesn't monetize his channel, it fucks the whole algorithm up for him. Google, YouTube reduces the number of impressions the videos get tremendously." I go, "Why would they do that?" He goes, "Dude, YouTube wants to make money off of fucking content." I go, "I can't blame him for that." He goes, "Me neither." So when you don't allow your channel or your content to be monetized, they have no incentive to show it. And it just, that's just fucking more. I mean, it's like, duh. As soon as Andrew tells me that, I'm like, no fucking duh. And it always shows itself like that. That's how socialism always shows itself. Like in this, like some sort of benevolent or false values or false morals. And so you want to fucking police him. God forbid he makes 6 cents on each video. Because you don't make shit on YouTube. Not with the numbers Dave's getting. But who suffers? Who suffers? The fucking athletes. The whole fucking community. Wad Zombie, Andrew's brain works differently than mine. I love it. Yeah. So because you think that he's taking advantage of his position because people feel obligated to go on, because it's taking advantage that he shouldn't make an extra $12, not even thinking the fact that it's not even fucking part of his fucking job. He's working way overtime. But at the end, only one person suffers. And basically, the most interesting part is when they're not doing it, if they're not doing impressions, it's probably outside people who you would want to get exposure to this who aren't getting it. So there you go. Make sure you enforce the rules. Like, not that it's even a rule. Someone wrote, Sevon, why are you breathing like a horse in that video? Why do you think I'm breathing like a fucking horse in that video? Because I just worked out, you jackass. Okay. I am going to film at the CrossFit Games this year in some capacity. I have to assume they'll treat me at the, just like I'll probably get like a Dawn Fall type treatment. But is Chris Biesterfield in the audience? This shit was so funny. Look at this. So CrossFit launched its store, and they're selling all these cool clothes and cool shirts. And Chris Biesterfeld says, I love the black square one the best. And CrossFit hearted it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, the autism is strong. The autism is strong. Well, they got fucking Mike Halpin doing their fucking social media. There was another comment in here that I did not understand. Just a little feedback also for whoever's commenting. CrossFit, someone wrote, any plans to re-release the journals or notebooks? Good question. Hi, Jenna. Thank you for your feedback. We will share with our team internally. No one talks like that. Like, don't be a robot. Like, you don't need to say, hi, Jenna, thanks for your feedback. It's like, how about just, ooh, that's a great idea. We're on it. We will share with our team internally. No, we thought you'd share with the team externally. Jackass. But there was one comment in here I did not, I was trying to figure out. Yeah, shipment internationally is always a bitch. Why are the tops cropped? Who knows? Who cares? Why are the women's options cropped? Who cares? Damn, this is just. I was not best. Oh, this one. It was not the best photo selection, guys. It looks like as if the guy is pulling her hair. What guy is pulling whose hair? I think these photos are great. This guy looks like Ronnie Teasdale on the left. Where does it look like someone's pulling her hair? Is it this photo? I don't get. What does that mean? It was not the best photo selection. I think the photos are great. I don't even understand. Hi.
Are you live?
Yeah, we're live. Everyone can hear you.
Well, this is probably not the greatest time for me to call and tell you how pissed I am.
Is it with CrossFit?
No. Yes, but it's all yes. We'll talk about this specifically later because this really isn't something I should talk about live. But I just got something in the mail.
Oh, don't fuck up my access. Oh, that's awesome. You did get your DNA for addiction test?
Well, I've had that. Me and Bryce are going to make the video today. I got something new in the mail.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I don't know why you guys sent me a king size.
Oh.
I don't think that's going to fit me, bro.
It says king size on it?
There's like 5 sizes and there's like 5 sizes.
Yeah.
And I probably should have been the one right in the middle or just to the smaller end.
Wow.
You sent me the one to the larger end, bro.
Wow. Can you send me some pictures of it?
Yeah, do you want my dick in it too?
No, that's cool. Send it to me unused or not in progress.
No, I'm sending you an action shot, dude. A live picture.
Wow. That was fast.
Hey, do you think they're actually going to sponsor?
Yes. Yeah. I do. I do.
You guys want me to make like an in-use commercial?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's discuss. That's so cool. You have one of those?
It's called Exercise. It got delivered to the fucking gym, dude, so everybody knows that.
Is it discreet or is it just just says cock pump on the side?
Dude, the package was in the shape of a dick.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I'm kidding. It was in a box, but it says Exercise. Like the brand is pretty clear. Andy's like, hey, what's that? And I was like, oh shit. He was like, is that what I think it is? Because I told him about it.
Wow.
And,
I bet you Andy has a huge cock, dude.
Stop.
I'm serious though. Big old swinging piece of meat. Ask him. Be like, hey, this is really uncomfortable for me, but Sevon wants to know how big your dick is.
No, I'm not gonna ask him that. I'm about to get to the Airbnb with Carl from HGR, Bryson. We're all making breakfast. I'm gonna go in the bathroom and try this thing out. I might not even go to the bathroom. I might just try it out.
Hey, what Airbnb are you at? Where are you doing? Where are you?
Carl's in Charlotte.
Oh, so you're just going to visit him.
Yeah, he came. Well, yeah, he came here to visit us, so we're just hanging out at his Airbnb and cooking breakfast for him.
God, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Someone just texts me and goes, "Can you have them send me one?"
No. All right. Hey, will you call me when you're off air? Because I'm really fired up about something.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Have a good show.
Okay, bye. Oh, wow. Wow. That's amazing. Wow. That's fun. You can see where is that? Let me see if I can find that. I was just sent a picture of a CrossFit Games athlete's penis. Let me see if I can find it. The penis show. Nothing like some good cock in the morning. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, you're not going to be able to. Wow. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you guys, but you can go to the his Instagram account and zoom in. You get the whole yeah, there's nothing left to the imagination. Right down here if you zoom in. Yeah, you could see helmet. That's amazing. All right. Cole Sager starting the OnlyFans. Oh, this house is cool. Damn. I wonder what lake they're on. Oh, that's a great photo. All right. James Sprague. Who would have thought you would? If I would have told you a year ago you could be able to go to James Sprague's Instagram account and see the outline of Cole's penis, you guys would have thought I was crazy. Did Ortega take those shots? That's a good question. I was trying to see who took them. It says it's someone named Erin Murphy Design. Oh, no, it's Erin. I met this girl. This chick's cool. Sprague always got good people around him. He attracts good people. This is her account. This chick was busting her ass at the West Coast. This chick right here. Is she a redhead? God, I love a redhead. Oh, this is a cool photo. Aaron Murphy Designs. This is long overdue, but it's been a crazy month, so here it is a bit late. Semifinals was a blast, and yet again, it looked a little different for me than previous events. Let me explain. My career is about telling stories in freezing moments in time. Usually that's with my photos, but this time I got to get my hands on some video. Oh, yeah, I saw her fucking working the video camera. I'll be honest, I did not expect to have so much fun. Uh-oh. Another photographer comes to the video site. And she got fucking nice gear. Jesus. Oh, cool. Yeah, so Aaron gets the credit for the cack and ball shot. I administered PRT today on Fort Stewart. I administered a PRT today on Fort Stewart. I think we were in the same facility Dave has been using for his work with Third ID. Extremely nice, not even considering it's on a base. Oh, that's cool. Mike Poolboy, I think that Aaron girl has the same coach as my girlfriend and Abigail Domit. Have you seen Oscar De La Hoya's girlfriend or chick? I can't tell if she's like crazy fucking hot or a tranny. So confused. I wonder what Dave's doing today. Can you go on his? Let me go on his Instagram. I made a great comment. Someone on Dave's YouTube wrote, Dave looks like he's getting old. And I pulled up the guy's picture and I wrote, you look like you have cancer or you work at a underage, a strip club for underage people. I was so proud of it. What is this? Blessed to be on the journey. Okay. Daniel Brandon. Oh, El Paso. Scenic Drive. Oh, shit. That's nice. Which way is Mexico? Oh, there's fucking Matt Bishel. I used to work with that dude. Holy shit. He still works there. Good on him. Look at that. Wow.
Back and then immediately down.
Oh, yeah.
Should not think about nothing else but pulling your hips back and then immediately down. Pulling your hips down to your heels. I'm going to stay in line.
Todd Widman. Oh, so Dave's at the border.
Solid. Good work.
That's awesome, guys. 20 and 10. 20 and 10.
Shirts off. There you go.
Oh, look, a girl. Oh, look, a dwarf. Oh, no, another girl. Jesus, criminy. Wow. That was like 50 dudes. Did you see at the end there, that girl that ran in with the guys? Jeez Louise, that's a distraction. My God. Sevon, did you see Tim Kennedy beat, did you see Kleba beat Tim Kennedy in the handgun contest? No, did he? I watched the weightlifting part of it and the jiu-jitsu part. I liked it. You can't tell if she's hot or a dude. Wow. Have you seen her? I mean, she's like it's like a plastic figurine. She looks like a Oscar De La Hoya's chick looks like a blow-up doll. I'll show you. Let me see. Oscar De, and I think Oscar De La Hoya might be gay. So I think that's called a mask or what's it called? A beard. Oscar De La Hoya girlfriend. Holly Saunders. Let me see. Oh, and I think she used to be a commentator. Now she looks like she does look like just a straight porn star. She looks like a blow-up doll. Oh, here it is. And what's crazy is he doesn't look anything like the picture she posts of him. Something happened to De La Hoya. Like he got all on these weird drugs. Look at. Now tell me, oh shit. So tell me, you don't think that could be a tranny? Like, how do you even know? That must be so weird having those things bolted onto your body like that. What a fucking weird life. Sevon, scroll up. Dave is interviewing Cole's cock. Is that the comment? That's a wide spectrum, either really hot or a tranny. I don't know. I think there's probably a lot of really hot trannies. I think that the tranny movement has a lot of its roots in the plastic woman movement. I guess, I mean, I haven't thought about it. Probably take 3 seconds to think about, but I think you could fucking go into your head and we're all running the fucking same fucking basic operating system. And you could go in your head and see what the thought is, or what the catalyst is for fucking wanting to have your fucking chest ripped open and plastic pumped in there versus wanting to have your penis cut off. So it's got to be, hey, what's up, dude? Come in. Shit, here he is, guys. Fucking the champ. What's up, dude? Come in, join me. Why? Where are you going? Oh, what? Welcome to the show. Good to see you. You become you and your brothers have become like a staple of the show. I seriously never thought that this would happen. That you'd become like a staple of the show. Wait, why can't? Oh shit! I lost myself. I never thought I'd let you on the show as much as I do. Will you pull up your mic?
Yeah, I can't.
What?
I don't think I can't. I need to go back.
Why?
Mom will get pissed.
If you're in here,
She wants.
talk in the mic.
She wants me to do Kumon.
I'm your dad, dude. Who sets the rules in the house, me or mom?
Yeah, but if she gets pissed at me, I'm blaming it on you.
I'm a grown ass man. I run the fucking house. Who controls the house, me or your mom?
My mom.
Who's more in charge?
You.
Honest answer.
You.
That's right. Who's nicer, me or your mom?
You.
There you go. Good job. Good job. You sure? You telling the truth?
Like
Huh?
the other day, you took us to the candy shop.
Oh
Mom would
shit,
never do
Avi, stop. No one could know that. That means I'm a shittier dad. Hey, listen. I've never heard them say I'm nicer, by the way. That was Slinky.
Yes.
I've never heard. That's the first. Okay, listen. 2 days ago, I had you do those one-arm D-ball slams. You did 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
One arm, you take the 5-pound D-ball, you go up, you slam it down, you go catch it with the other hand, you go up. And then yesterday, were you when I asked you to set the world record for burpees, were you reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid? What were you doing on the couch in there? Were you reading?
No,
Oh.
I was just getting ready for jiu-jitsu.
Oh, so you're just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sore?
Yeah, I'm like so up here, like here and here.
How about your chest? Push on your chest like this.
Mom told me that. No.
No?
No.
God, your mom's smart. All right. Well, congratulations. The video, I made a video and I shared it with some friends, and they're saying a lot of nice things about you.
Next week.
But some people are saying bad shit about you.
Really?
No, I just made that up.
Next week or 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And try not to take any breaks. And I'm gonna try to go for like 3:30, 3:40.
Really?
I'll
You're going to try to cut 12 seconds off it?
Yeah, even if I cut like 4 seconds, that would be pretty good.
Crazy. If anyone can beat that time, it would be crazy.
I'm also a kid, so that's the crazy part too.
Yeah, but some people would argue that it's easier.
Yeah,
Hey.
but that video, that guy did in 2 minutes. And
Hey,
50 seconds.
you think you could do 10 strict pull-ups?
From here?
Yeah, or just anyway.
Yeah.
You can. All the way down in control. 1, 2.
I've done it at Greg's.
Oh yeah, that's right. Recently.
Yeah, for the pull-up contest.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it.
Did you win?
Probably. I would have won. Nobody can do a pull-up there. It's like they're like squids.
All right. So you have jiu-jitsu right now?
Yeah.
And what's today? Wednesday?
Yeah, bye.
And then you have, and we're going to tennis a half hour early today to warm up really good.
Half?
Yeah. You have tennis from 3 to 5, but we're going to leave here at 2. I'm going to get you there at 2:30 and we're going to warm up, play some games and shit.
Okay.
All right. Love you. Thanks for coming and saying hi.
Bye. Do you want me to unplug the
No, I just lower it. Thank you. All right, dude. Bye. I'm getting off too. I'm going to come in there and watch you. Has he been drug tested? No, but I can tell. I mean, I was thinking about it the other day. Think about the life he lives. He's pumped full of all the good drugs. His body's like making all the whatever hormones and endorphins and shit. He's got his personal chauffeur and a personal chef, and he has the greatest support team in the world. His 2 brothers love the shit out of him. So it's like he's in a perfect training environment, and he basically lives the life of a professional athlete. So, what's crazy is the day before I said, "Hey, can you do 20 burpees on the minute for 5 minutes?" Actually, I didn't even tell him that. I just brought him in the garage and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna set the timer for 5 minutes. You're gonna do 20 burpees, and when you're done, I'm gonna tell you how many to do again." And so I did 20, and I did 20, and then in the 3rd round, something happened. He started crying. He stopped. He like stubbed his toe or bent his finger back or something. So then he's like, "Hey, I'll do 101." Afterwards, he's like, "Hey, I want to do something else." I said, "Okay." So he did 101 arm D-ball slams with a 5-pound D-ball. I'll make a video of that and show you guys. But I used to make a ton of videos like this where you hold a small D-ball up in one hand and you slam it on the ground, you scoop with the other hand, and you go all the way up and you alternate. It's more of a coordination thing. So yesterday when he woke up, he's like, "Dude, my ass is sore." I'm like, "Yeah, I bet. That's like doing 100 air squats for time." And then later on, I did burpees yesterday. I did 100 burpees yesterday. And then when I was done, I was like, "Oh, I wonder if he wants to try to set the world record. I'll go fuck with him." So I just turned the camera on and went in there. I used to do that stuff all the time. Film that. No, I mean, I still do that stuff. I just don't normally film it anymore. But these boys train hard. Yeah, candy store. I know. Let me tell you what happened. So they just finished doing 2 hours of training at the house, jiu-jitsu and striking. And the day before, I said, "Hey, if you guys can learn how to hold," I'm just going to justify it. It's bad. Anyway, I took him like to a legit candy store, like in the tourist part of town. Like I've never done that before. We drove straight down there, parked the car 2 blocks away. We walked in there. They got the little bag. They put some gummies in. Yeah, I did it. I know. I'd never done it before, but there you go. And it was crazy. It was like crack. It was like crack to them. I did the first 10 minutes asymmetric gears. I did 123 calories on the assault bike. And then on the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th minute, all the way up to 20 minutes, I did 10 burpees on the minute. It was a 20-minute workout. It's like something I do that shit all the time. That's just like a normal workout for me. But I don't normally I normally just do 100 calories on the assault bike and then jump off and start into 10 burpees on the minute for 10 minutes. But this time I was fucking just crushing it. I want to say I got like 127. Joseph Ramirez, you gave him the wrong gummies. Like father, like son. Cout, 2 years from now, the seed oils from that candy will be out of their system. Great, thank you. I don't know what's special about these, but something is special about these. I was talking to Carl, and he told me about how hard it is to make a gummy that doesn't have, and I forget what he said, sucralose or fructose or whatever, but there's something special about these. What can I say? Wow. Jesus criminy. You guys want to finish on a high note? Here we go. A beach volleyball player who was jailed for raping a 12-year-old British girl is set to represent the Netherlands at the Paris Olympics. By the way, this doesn't surprise me. I have this kind of like new take on there's so much weird shit going on in Europe. Steven Van de Velde, now 29, was sentenced to 4 years in prison in 2016. Europeans remind me of Kamala's husband. Not all European men, not like Jake Chapman, not probably a lot of dudes in the UK, but there are these countries that just have fucking weirdos in them. Germany, the Netherlands, Denmark. They're just these fucking weird aberration of man that's like San Francisco. I guess that's not a country. A beach volleyball player, anything in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley. A beach volleyball player who was jailed for raping a 12-year-old British girl is set to represent the Netherlands at the Paris Olympics. Steven Van de Velde, now 29, was sentenced to 4 years in prison in 2016 after admitting 3 counts of rape against a child, which took place in August of 2014. Van de Velde, who met his victim on Facebook, traveled from Amsterdam to the UK and raped the girl at an address in Milton Keynes. Can you imagine getting on a plane to go fuck someone, let alone a fucking child? He was allowed to serve a sentence in the Netherlands, but was released just after 12 months. Oh, welcome to California. You raped a girl. Hey, listen. If you rape a girl and you're released after 12 months, you're doing it again. Van de Velde subsequently resumed his volleyball career and has competed in international tournaments since 2018, following an intensive professional supervised trajectory. He's qualified for the Olympics in his national pair with partner Matthew Immers. The Dutch Olympic Committee told BBC, after his release, Van der Velde sought and received professional counseling. He demonstrated to those around him privately and professionally self-insight and reflection. What, that he fucking loves fucking little kids? He groomed the girl from when she was 10 years old, went to the UK and raped her 4 times when she was 12. I don't know. I don't know. I feel sorry for the fucking guy who has to be his fucking partner. How did he travel, by boat or plane? Great question. Whoa! Have we talked about Mr. Beast Tranny's pedo charge yet? Oh my god! You got to take this one with a grain of salt, because when you're as rich as him, everyone and their mother's coming after you. Oh my goodness. Dude, look at the guy. Of course. I'm so sorry that there are stereotypes that are real. Like, look at me. I'm 5'5". I'm married to an Ashkenazi Jew. I have 3 little boys. I sit on a little nest egg of money that lets me squeak my little fucking life out. I live in California. My parents were, my dad was an immigrant, and my mom's first generation Armenian. Gardening's like huge in our life. My dad moved here and opened a liquor store. My mom was the first woman to graduate from her law school. And she did that while working full time and going to night school, law school. And I ended up with, and I was raised by my uncles and aunts, and my whole family had a huge fucking like family unit around me. And I'm raising 3 little boys that I just love on nonstop and spend my days just fucking partying with them and working out hard. And like everything in my life is just so stereotypical. You know what I mean? I'm a wannabe CrossFitter that thinks like I got my nutrition in line, but I fucking eat 3 pounds of cashews before I go to bed. Although I stopped doing that, but don't ruin my story. But you get it. It's like just you can just look at me and you know how the whole thing is going to turn out, what I'm going to do. You just know. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to fucking raise kids, find a nice Jewish girl or Armenian girl. Like, now look at this fucking guy. There's a stereotype for this guy. There's a complete fucking stereotype for this guy. Like, if you found out that De La Hoya's chick was a tranny, you wouldn't be surprised. If you found out that De La Hoya's chick sleeps with people for cash, you wouldn't be surprised. Like, there's stereotypes. They just work. You just know. If I told you I was at a restaurant and someone was talking really loud and disturbing my eating, you wouldn't be, and I was like, what ethnicity is the person? You wouldn't be like Chinese couple, gay Chinese couple. Although gay people do talk louder than straight people in general. Anyway, Mr. Beast YouTube co-host Ava Chris Tyson, like, you already know. You already know. Like, you're not surprised. It's not like guaranteed. It's not like you look at that guy and like you're like, he's a fucking pedo, but you know. Like, there's going to be some weird, like, that guy has some weird sexual issues. Like, you look at me and you're like, yep, he only does missionary and he fucking hates the butthole. Like, you just know. Like, Armenian guys just want to like the stereotype is right. We just want to fuck missionary, lay in bed with our hairy chest and fucking smoke a pipe and be like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, Armenian guys are the kind of guys like we notch our bedpost for like the women we've slept with. This thing fucks fucking dogs. I mean, stereotypically speaking, and kids. Like, you just know. Mr. Beast YouTube co-host Ava Chris Tyson has quit the channel after grooming allegations, which she denies. She? Wait a second. That's a girl? Is that a girl, or they're just saying that to be politically correct? That's a boy, right? That's not a girl. Mr. Beast YouTube co-host Ava Chris Tyson has quit the channel after grooming allegations. They're from front of fucking Nickelodeons. It's like a known grooming playground. The 28-year-old U.S. YouTuber has more than 22,000 subscribers on her own channel, was accused of sending inappropriate messages to a minor, reportedly then 13, when she was 20. That's not a she. There's no fucking way that that's a she. I think it's okay to call it an it, by the way. I think it has fallen into the... She said that she met Mr. Beast's real name, Jimmy Donaldson, having on X. Ava denied the claim, saying, "I never groomed anyone, but apologized for her past behavior in a statement." What? That doesn't make sense. You don't apologize for something you didn't do. She said that like if you ejaculate in your wife and you weren't supposed to because she's menstruating, you say sorry. You don't say sorry, I didn't do it. She said that she and Mr. Beast's real name, Jimmy Donaldson, have mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. No shit, you have mental health issues. Would have never thought. Ava rose to fame after appearing alongside Mr. Beast on his channel, which has more than 300 million subscribers since 2012. In 2022, he became the most subscribed YouTuber on the platform. Hey, and what's wrong with Mr. Beast that his radar didn't pick up that this fucking thing is something's wrong with this thing? I'm not trying to be in the slightest mean. There's just nothing. There's like that thing just should just set off fucking all sorts of fucking bells. Like, listen, I love Pee Wee Herman. When he got caught jacking off in a movie theater, I wasn't like, oh my God. Grown men act a certain way. when grown healthy men interact with women, so I'll tell you, like, I'm 50, and when I speak to any women who are under 25, I treat them like boys. It's my default. Like, that's just what a grown fucking healthy fucking beast like myself, you don't acknowledge, everyone's just the same who's under 25, maybe even under 30. I'm 52. What did I say? 50? Whatever, I'm confused. There's just things you just know to do. You don't hug your friend's fucking 16-year-old daughter. Even if she comes in for a hug, you fucking fist bump her. Keep that bitch at bay. You treat them with respect, eye contact, you're cool to them, but everything under, I don't know, maybe it's even 35. Everything under 35 is just the same to me. But when I see this, like, there's just behaviors that you just have that are just, God, I don't know how to explain it. You know how to compensate and overcompensate socially to make it so that people don't feel awkward. This fucking person has no fucking clue how to do that. That whole look is like, hey, that whole thing is about making everyone around them and themselves as awkward as they are. Johnny, right. I don't let any guy hug my daughters that's not their grandparents. Yeah, get the fuck away. Let's go on. This is going to be great. Ava revealed last year that she was a transgender woman. Oh, so it is a man. Does that mean it's a man? Fuck. I don't even know what that means. Ava revealed last year that she was a woman. Ava revealed undergoing gender affirmation therapy while changing her pronouns to she, her. Okay, so that's a man that chopped off its dick. Allegations first surfaced against her last month in videos shared by other YouTubers, which accused him of messaging a minor when she was 20. Women don't do that. Of course it's a dude. Well, someone I read the other day that a high school teacher. Okay, most women don't do that. Of course that's a fucking dude. Do you see what I mean? Like the stereotypes. It's like just right down the pipe. Where's your dad from, Sevon? Lebanon. Oh, he came to the United States. Did he open a liquor store? Uh-huh. How'd you know? Oh, you're a dude? Uh-huh. And you're tranny? Uh-huh. Oh, you molested kids? Uh-huh. Sorry. Just saying. It's like, it's not conclusive. Some dudes come from Lebanon and open jewelry stores. Some trannies maybe didn't molest kids. I would love to know. I seriously would love to know this. I wonder what do you think of all the trannies out there? What percentage of them have either molested or been molested? What do you think it is? Mike McCaskey facetiously saying, who are you to judge? The same way I fucking judge a rattlesnake, by when I see its mandible, or when I see a certain dog, or when I see steam coming off the ground and I'm fucking walking barefoot. I'm like, ooh, the ground's going to be might be hot over there. Just discernment. 90%. Yeah, I think it's probably pretty high too. A lot, yeah. Like, who wants to go on that fucking journey? Hey, that's another thing too. Like, just imagine this. I want to propose this to you seriously. I'm Sevon Matosian, and I'm a woman. And inside, I feel like a woman. And my choices are I can deal with that discomfort of living in this fucking hairy little dwarf, a gnome body, or I can start the journey of chopping off my dick, getting some titties, doing all the hormone therapy, working my hair, all that shit. Dude, you got to choose your fucking battles. That way does not seem I think I would rather just deal with being tortured by I'm just stuck in a fucking dwarf Armenian dude's body. I mean, it could be worse. You could have Down syndrome and think you're normal and be stuck in a Down syndrome body. That would really suck. That sounds like a fucking horrible journey. Ava revealed last year that she was transgender, dude, and she changed its pronoun, so it's a dude, changed to a girl. Allegations first surfaced against her last month in videos shared by others. Ava responded by saying, to create a narrative that my behavior extended beyond bad, edgy jokes is disgusting and did not happen. Okay, I can relate to that. Titties. In past years, I've learned that my old humor is not acceptable. I cannot change who I was, but I can continue to work on myself. Fuck that. If it was just comedy, roll with it. I humbly apologize to anyone I have hurt with my unacceptable social media posts, past actions, and those who may feel betrayed. Coward. The alleged victim, who was named online, has come out to defend Ava, saying these videos are massive lies and twisting the truth. Oh, Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. I was never exploited or taken advantage of. Oh, all right. All right. I'm going to, when was this? 6 hours ago. All right. Fine. As far as I'm concerned, this Ava thing is been what's it called? Vindicated. I think that's the I think that I believe this thing. She shouldn't have said sorry then, or he, or whatever it is. Damn, there's some fucking hideous pictures of this thing online. What a fucking tough journey. Mr. Beast looks completely out of his fucking mind. Like something's just like. I wonder when he grows up. I wonder if that thing's ever blown Mr. Beast. Man, the pressure. That doesn't seem like very many YouTube subscribers for someone that hangs out with Mr. Beast. 22,000. Oh shit, listen how Rolling Stone. Wow. Rolling Stone. Wow, look at this. Rolling Stone presents it as that it's the victim. Ava Chris Tyson steps away. All things Mr. Beast amid transphobic attacks. Oh, wow. That's how Rolling Stone rolls. Jesus Christ. I hate Rolling Stone, but to be fair, this is a way more honest opening line. Tyson was accused of grooming a minor. The alleged victim, now 20 years old, refutes the claims. This transphobic attacks is probably bullshit. I bet you no one attacked her. I bet you someone would think that I was attacking her for being trans. It's like, it's just like, if you call someone a dumb, that person is dumb and a woman. That's different than calling them a dumb woman. But even that, it's like the fact that someone would take that to straight misogyny or sexist is crazy to me. Like, where are you? What? Just because you say they're sex, they think that like they're just identifiers. After revealing last year that she was on a gender-affirming hormone replacement therapy and changing her pronouns, it has been hit by a wave of transphobic attacks online, despite both his ex-wife Katie, with whom he shares a son. Oh man. Dude. Listen. There's once you have kids, there's things you cannot do, you shouldn't do. Does anyone want to name them? Like just one. Like just name stuff. Like I can think of a whole list. Just think of all the shit you did in college. You don't do any of that stuff once you have kids. You don't live a bong out on the living room table. Ideally, you don't even smoke weed. Yeah, I mean, you can just take it to all the extremes. Oh, by the way, you can get 40% off of Fit Aid if you scan that right there. Look at that, Fit Aid. Oh, the logo is in there. It says Fit Aid. Oh, maybe we can just make the logo big. Let me see this really quick. Sorry, I'm distracted. I wish I had a Fit Aid right now. Let me see this, Kill Taylor. Oh no, it says Fit Aid inside there. It says Fit Aid. What the fuck? Anyway, this thing got a sex change operation while it's a parent. Like, fuck you. Like, fuck off. Raise your fucking kid. Imagine, like, I'm okay. I'm pissed. I'm annoyed. I'm done with that story. Thank you, Sleeky, for bringing that up. That was fun. Get a sex change operation when you're a fucking parent. Oh, I have Sousa's number in the work phone now. That's kind of nice. Sousa. I can just call him directly. I wonder if my wife would bring me a Fit Aid. I could use one. I have both phones going at the same time. It's a Sevon podcast first.
You reached Matt. Leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Yeah, you know what my favorite 50 Cent song is, Corey? Bitch, I'm the Man. Do you know that song? Hi.
Hi.
Could you bring me a Fit Aid?
Yeah.
Oh, did you want to give the feedback on the song?
It's a sad
Yeah.
podcast show. I like the song a lot. I never even thought I didn't like it. That New Leaf.
Mm-hmm.
And they have that sign, everybody welcome. And they list all the people, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, like black people and like trannies
Yeah, we
and
accept all colors,
Yeah.
LGBTQ.
Yeah. Oh my
And I
God,
thought-
thank you. Black people can shop at New Leaf. Oh my God, that's so cool. Oh my
And
God.
so then your song flashed and I'm like, well, that's not what Sevon would want in front of his storefront kind of thing.
Oh, does hold on, let me hear this.
It's a Sevon podcast show. Everybody's welcome. Peace and love. It's a Sevon podcast show. Bam, we're live.
Oh, what if he said everyone's welcome, even Jews? Bam, we're live.
Or except pedophiles, no.
Even Jews. Bam, we're live.
I'm overthinking it. I
Okay.
think it's great. So then I thought, oh, what if they said Sevon podcast show, live shows every morning, peace and love, or something like that. But I'm also probably overthinking it. I just saw that sign and then your song flashed in my head, your intro, and I was like, oh,
Got it. I like that. All right.
is that everybody welcome? Not representing you, but
Okay, I like it. It's good feedback. I need a second song anyway.
all right. I do like the song though. I think it's awesome. It's very catchy. It sticks in my head all day, actually.
I like Head.
So, all right.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
My girlfriend dances to your song all the time. Please send a video. I have a New Leaf down the street from me and it says the same shit. So fucking weirdos. Imagine a sign that said that. Mexicans are welcome. You'd be like, what? Oh, bitch, I'm the man. Ho, I'm the man. You know I'm the man. Bitch, I'm the man. God, this is such a great song. Bitch, I'm the man. Oh, bitch, I'm the man. Oh, is this it? Oh god, this song is so good. I wonder if there's a is there an actual music video for this? This song is so good. Do you guys know this song?
I came in the world crying and fussing.
I came in the world crying and fussing.
Nigga, we ain't have nothing.
Nigga, we ain't had nothing.
Every ghetto, I know the same. We trying to make a little change.
Trying to make a little change.
Preacher man come around talking. I don't want to hear it, keep walking.
God, 50 Cent is so good. Do you guys remember when he just owned the airwaves? Fucking owned them.
I'm gonna put the powder in the pot. Whip it till I'm pulling off a lot. Imagine when.
Hey, another hi, thank you. I love you. Those glasses make you look like a really Jewy. They're nice. I know. Wear those in bed. Cheers, Fit 8. I just think that you can just close the screen. The door can be open. The Fit 8 people said that logo, they wanted the logo to have the word Fit 8 next to it. But I think if we just made the QR code bigger, it'd be fine. We don't need to, like, it could just be the same size as the other QR codes. Talk to Will Branster about that. What I like about 50 Cent is he's like so real, but he hasn't gone like over the top. You know what I mean? He's not doing like aliens yet.
I pull it off the lot. The new shit come without a top. Once I'm on, I ain't never gonna stop.
I ain't never gonna stop.
Bitch, I'm on, I ain't never gonna stop.
Here it comes. You ready?
I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
That always reminds me of Travis Bajent. He used to say that. If I'm not the man, I'd sure like to meet him.
I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
Now here it comes.
Hey, came in the game getting money. Flip chicks, whip, getting money.
Does anyone not like this song? Speak your mind.
Niggas get to playing with the money. Click bang for the money. Shit change over money.
Sevon, how many Red CEO shirts do you have? Don't tell us one. Look, they're all different. If you black, they all have the writings different. No, dude, let me tell you something. Of all the weird things that I have going, what the filthy scumbag I am. If you guys saw how many times I change, I'm gonna change my clothes. As soon as I go inside, I'll change my clothes. I've been wearing these clothes since 6 a.m. No, that's not true. I've been wearing these clothes since I got out of the shower at 6:45 a.m. By 9:45, I'll have these clothes off. Underwear, everything. I fucking change-aholic. Change-aholic. Blessed with a hoe.
Down in the 36 hoes. Look at here, bitch, I'm A-OK.
Bitch, I'm gay, okay? Is that what he says? God, is that really the line? What a great line.
Catch you coming, gotta keep it on the low.
Here it comes. Gay, okay. If that's really what it says, that's brilliant.
Shawty won't fuck with me. Stripping, get a chicken, and lady, she gon' hit my line.
Sevy, you're gonna get dinged. I know. Fuck it. I'm Patrick Vellner will know I can't monetize this one because it would be inappropriate because I'm taking advantage of my affiliation with 50 Cent.
We ain't gonna waste no time. Sucking and we fucking like she need me.
We sucking and fucking like she need me. My God.
I'm A-OK. Shawty won't fuck with me. Stripping, get a chicken.
I ain't gonna lie, I love 50. Oh, he's the shit. He's so good.
Lady, she gon' hit my line. We ain't gonna waste no time. Sucking and we fucking like she need me.
We sucking and fucking like she need me. It's so simple. It's so simple. It's so simple.
I got my 9 right now. Bitch, I blow your mind right now.
I got my 9 right now. I'll blow your mind right now.
I ain't fucking round right now.
I ain't fucking around right now.
Better get in line right now. I'll fuck around and die right now. Hope you understand that.
Here we go. Bitch, I'm the man. Ho, I'm the man. You know I'm the man.
Bitch, I'm the man. Ho, I'm the man. You know I'm the man. Bitch, I'm the man. Ho, I'm the man. You know I'm the man. Bitch, I'm the man.
He's voting for Trump. All right, love you guys. Wednesday. I don't know what else is on today. God, I got all coffee and TDC oil and gummies and Paper Street, and my fucking desk is about to explode. I should take a picture and send it to you. What a fucking shit show. Oh, that's it. Nothing. I'm taking Avi to piano lessons at 11 a.m. with the boys. All right. Love you guys. A-OK, not gay. Nah, I'm changing it to gay. I'm A-OK with gay. I like that. It feels more inclusive. Oh, fuck you. I'm going to look it up. Bitch, I'm the man lyrics. I ain't getting punk like that. I know my fucking 50 Cent. Want to break a bitch down with 36 O's. She make that bankroll easy. It's the type of shit that nigga be on. Too much on my mind right. Where is it? Look here, bitch. I'm A-OK. Oh shit, you're right. Look, bitch, I'm okay with gay. I'm going with that. I'm changing that. I'm rewriting them. I'm changing that. I just changed it. That's it. Just change the lyrics. Now you know. That easy. Piano gay. Yeah, David. Boys that play instruments are gay, but they fucking yo bitches. Later. Bye-bye, guys.